In my opinion, when a child asks you for something, when you're in the middle of something, it's like a golden opportunity for co-regulation. And what you're working on is their capacity to learn to wait for something. And you have to learn that. And so if your child asks you for something, it's not that you should drop everything, but we either need to, in that moment, go for co-regulation. So I might say, I see you're thirsty. I will be there in 2 minutes when I finish this email. But then I have to hold myself accountable, like actually be there in 2 minutes. And your child might need some anchoring or some support during those 2 minutes. So I have to be prepared to provide that. So I might say, you can color right here next to me. Or you can sit on my lap while I finish, right? For that moment. And then I'm holding in my brain that my child doesn't have a skill yet, which is fine. This is a thing that most children, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 need to learn. And so times when this isn't happening, like when you're not in the middle of a work email and your kids are home, those are the times when I want to work more on the skill. So I can find that skill in play. Like if one child has a toy that the other child wants, I can help the child who's waiting learn how to tolerate the waiting. And I'm going to do that inside of the co-regulated relationship with me. So I might say, hey, you know what? She's not ready yet. Let's go climb the stairs 3 times and then we'll come back in and check. Or, you know what? He's not ready to play yet. Let's take the dog for a walk and then we can come back and check. Or they're not ready yet. Let's sing 2 ABCs and then we'll see if she's ready. Right? So then I'm like stretching the kiddo's capacity. So then if I'm doing that consistently, like on the normal times, then when I'm doing my occasional work email or like important texting or whatever, and my child needs something, I have a ground to stand on. So now we've practiced something and maybe I have a familiar phrase that I've melodically intoned or a positive opposite or a rule in our family or a hand gesture or a way of holding hands that cues the child, oh, this is the thing that I'm working on. This is the thing that I've been learning in play and now we're practicing it. Right? But I have to build those cues, whether, you know, it could be a hand gesture. It could be like almost time. It could be like 30 seconds or I'll hold you this way or sit with me. And I'm like doing all the melodic intonation, but it doesn't have to be melodic intonation, but it could be, right? But the point is I've built a cue so that I can help my child tolerate in a regulated way the waiting when it happens inside of the relationship with me, even though I'm doing something else. So you see how it does take like a lot of work of getting ahead of the thing in order to learn the skill, but that's co-regulation.